going on, everybody? Welcome back to Tech Reacts for every 8 ounce. My name is Matt Tech. We are introducing a new artist today. We're gonna listen to Dax. Quite a few of you. One in particular has consistently shown up. If you love NF, which I do, my daughter and I are gonna go see him 3 weeks from now. That'll be June at the Dallas concert 2024. We're going to go. We got great seats. That was her Christmas gift this year and a Christmas gift for myself. But we're going to go there here in a couple weeks. I love NF, man. I love his style of rap. I love the cinematic nature of the music. I love the music videos. I like the just real. I like that it doesn't have cuss words in it, and that I feel good about putting it on in the car with my family. And I like how it just gives you visibility into just life, man. Just life. So I'm gonna do Dax, and when I just searched like Dax reactions, and a lot of people did this song "To Be a Man" more than some others. I know that there's a lot of songs out there. There's actually a couple that he does with a rapper named Fix, Phix, and the only thing I know about Fix is that he's actually from Lubbock, Texas, which is where I live. That's actually where Fix is from. And so I know he kind of does like a Eminem, like Rage Against the Machine, rock rap type thing, but I've actually never listened to any of Fix's music. I like to support a local artist, so I might just go ahead and do that. But he does a couple of songs with Dax. So we're gonna do Dax today. We're gonna be To Be a Man. And I'm really curious what this talks about. He says in the description that this is a song that he poured his heart into. I'm praying this reaches everyone who needs it. I believe in this one. I share this with everyone and anyone, and let's make an impact. Someone out there needs this. Love y'all. So cool. Let's do it. This is Dax, To Be a Man. Hang out with us on Discord. Link is in the description. Support the channel if you can. And if you want to, some of you guys have emailed asking, hey, what do you get for supporting the channel? There's a couple different ways, right? $5 a month, $10 a month, whatever, one time, whatever your comfort level is, depending on how much the channel means to you. If it doesn't mean anything, no obligation whatsoever. What we're trying to do is it takes me like 3 to 4 hours to pump the videos out per video, because I've got like a really slow laptop, and I'm trying to make sure that I've got all the best stuff to be able to make great videos as good as I can. I'm learning all this for the first time. Those of you who have been around for a while may have watched as the videos have hopefully gotten a little bit better. But we're actually going to be investing into some equipment that'll allow me to, instead of pumping out 5 reactions a week, I would like to double that to like 10 a week, a couple a day, by shortening the amount of time it takes to record, edit, and render, and then produce the video on the back end. So I'd like to start pumping out 2 a day. That'd be great, because there's so much music to get to that I'm so excited about. I don't want to jump ahead and record all of them at once, because then all my time would be spent editing and nothing new's coming out. So anyway, we're 4 minutes into this. That's what you get. But what you get as a thank you is you get reactions for your eyes only. You get a say in our supporter spotlight that come out on Tuesdays. You also get locked Discord channels. And if you're a beat maker at $10 a month, your name goes in the description of this channel for everybody to see that you support it in a big way. So let's go, guys. This is Dax, To Be a Man.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home.
I already have goosebumps and I feel like I'm gonna cry. Holy jeez. Okay. This is gonna be a song, man. So to set the foundation here, I am a dad of 3, varying ages, 12, 8, and 6 months old. 12 years old, 8 years old, 6 months old. Had a surprise blessing last year. And I've been married for coming up on 15 years. And we've been through a variety of struggles. Some of those struggles individually divorce most people nowadays, but my wife and I have come out on the other side of all these stronger, better, healthier. And that's actually the ministry that we lead, is helping other marriages fortify themselves either against what's coming or healing from what's happened. So if this is what I think it's going to be, this is going to be a tearjerker.
Feel, but what you provide inside that home. Yeah, I know this life can really beat you down. You wanna scream, but you won't make a sound. Got so much weight that you've been holding, but won't show any emotion. As a man that goes unspoken, that we can't cry when life gets hard. Unconditional loves for women, children, and dogs. We know that we just have to play our parts, and don't nobody give a damn about our broken hearts. Yeah, as a man we gotta pave our way. Our only function is to work and slave. There's no respect for you if you ain't paid. You're disregarded as a human and you can't complain. And if you ever make it up and actually reach that place and find a woman that you love and give her your last name, you'll feel the things that you provide is only why she stays. And when you try to explain, you'll say, I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting.
Okay. I mean, we're 2 minutes into this. I'm not sure where the song is going. I resonate with a lot of this about how there is an expectation, and so far all we've seen are, men working out in, hard jobs. That's not to discount manual labor, drinking, smoking cigarettes, like suppressing their emotions. And maybe that's where he's going with this, is that it's okay to not have to suppress your emotions, but culture demands that men do, otherwise you won't be a man. Which, like, man culture, I don't think that's right. I think that if you want to be an example to your kids, you have to be able to demonstrate what your feelings are and not let your feelings dictate your decisions. Because as the great Ben Shapiro would say, facts don't care about your feelings. However you feel about Ben doesn't really matter. That statement is true. Your feelings are not a good voice to listen to when you're making decisions. And I know that because I used to make decisions based on my feelings and they never went well. So I am hoping that this turns a different direction. But let's see what happens here.
Inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting. As a man, our sun is our horizon, and our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health. Then grab that bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man you provide, they don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when they start crying. Then move on to why we feel we can't hide ourselves. We don't expect you to understand. We just hope we can explain what it's like to be your man. It's a lonely road, and you don't care about what we know. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home.
I like the tattoo on Dax's neck that says "Say less, do more."
That home. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home.
Hmm. Interesting. So, uh, I'm not sure what to make of the song, honestly. Here's just my initial thoughts. It was a little stereotypical, I think, which is fine. But as somebody, I'll do review on the video first. It was a little stereotypical as far as like men's careers, issues, drinking, smoking, all that stuff. He keeps coming back around to this thing that it's not about what you feel. I think that's what he said. It's not about what you feel, but it's about what you provide inside your home. Now that line, I think some people can look at what these men are doing and they can assume that that means provide financially. Dads watching this, listen closely. What you provide in that home, finances is a small piece of it. Things that you provide in your home are a lot more than the money that you make. And I get it. You know, some of us go to work every day, break our back. Now, this is kind of what I wanted to say earlier. I've had rheumatoid arthritis since I was 15 years old. My body has never allowed me to work a physical labor job. So I had to learn early in my career that the kind of work that I have to do has to be with my mind. So I invested a lot of time, money, and energy into developing my mind. And I ended up in sales, which is where I've been for, almost 20 years now in, various industries. Now I'm in the hotel industry. And, this isn't to boast about me. This is to state what's possible. Like from a financial aspect, when my wife and I got married, she was the breadwinner. And I was like the stay-at-home dad for the first year. And then almost 9 years ago, that switched. About 15 years ago, the income distribution switched because again, I was investing in my mind. I was accepting career promotions. And then about 9 years ago, I retired my wife from work. And she's been staying at home, homeschooling our kids ever since. And it's an incredible place to be. It was like her heart's desire was to be home with her children and to homeschool them, because the public school system in the United States it's another conversation for another time. That being said, what you provide inside the home has more to do with finances. It has to do, the first thing that you provide is your presence. Your presence to your wife, your presence to your children. My father is an incredible man. He never knew his dad. Yet he was an incredible dad to myself and my younger brother because he saw what didn't work and did the opposite. This is not a preaching session on dads. It's not what I want this to be. But dads, look, There's an order to things, and I think that that's kind of what Dax is getting to. It's like, I wish I could explain what it's like to be a man. To me, being a man means that the number one most important thing that I have, and this part is personal to me, is I have a strong, unwavering, unshakable faith in God that guides my everything. I have a devotion to my wife. I protect her. I take care of her. I love her. I honor her. I brag about her to other people. And then I take care of my children. And I show my children what it's like for a couple to love one another in a healthy way, because your kids, dads, especially your daughters, are going to look at the way that you love your wife and the way that you honor and respect your wife, and that's what your daughter is going to look for in a future husband. You set the standard for the type of man your daughter will marry, and you set the standard for the type of man your son will become to his wife. Is it a good standard? Because you set it at the end of the day. All these things, finances are a part of it. I'm not even addressing finances. But there is an order to things. And this is getting a little too much down the rabbit hole, but hey, Dax brought it out of me, and this is my heart. A lot of people, when they have children, put the children as the most important thing in the house. And children are important. They're a gift. I have 3. I love them. Controversial statement. They're not the most important in the house. You are. Not in a selfish way, but because you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to make sure that you are fulfilled, you are satisfied, your spirit is full. Then next is the next most important person in the house is your spouse. Because if you guys don't have a healthy relationship, then your parenting is not going to be as best as it can be. Again, because you're setting the expectation for what your children are going to be and look for in the future. So maybe I did a bad job explaining it. Maybe Dax is right. I wish I could explain what it's like to be a man. I know that my existence, the reason for my existence, is to love God and tell other people about that love and what he's done for me. To love and honor and respect my wife and give her the life that she's always desired. And to give my kids a better future than I could ever have or have had. And then along the way, we have, and then inside of that exist all the things, the memories, the trips, all the fun things that you do. I could literally go on for hours about this, but let me know what you got out of the song, because maybe I completely misread the entire song. Maybe the song was just meant to start a conversation, and if so, I'm grateful. So now that almost 12 minutes of this video has been me rambling about being a dad, or being a father, being a man, being a husband, you let me know what you got out of this. This was cool. And then what's the next Dax? Like, what is the appropriate Dax to start off with? Because I don't think some of you guys told me where to start. You just kept saying Dax. So I picked one. Now tell us where we're going to go. Head over to the Discord if you want to continue the conversation on being a man. I'll start up a channel for that. And then until the next one, you guys take care of yourselves.